What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Oh dear, there's some things in the way. Just take a look. Make sure sound's up. 30. Hi, Kylie. Okay, I'm gonna set this up. Today, I actually don't need all the cameras. I'm going to try to get 2 edits done today. That's my plan. The workshop is a little bit busy. There's been a lot of things happening. But we are back. I attended a Mariners baseball game on Monday. They won. The scenery was actually quite nice. Stadium was well lit. Tonight we are going to work on a few different things. Not really. We're going to work on the Native American Photoshop or Premiere, and then we're going to work on some Insta 360 video. But the Premiere video is pretty much done. Also, I've been working on CO2 racers at work, and so far, this is what my CO2 racers come out to look like. You take a block of wood and you pretty much carve it out of a single block of wood. But I'm doing an old school car with motor, and there's like a front grill. It's not very aerodynamic. I wanted to have a little bit of fun with this, and since I have to do projects with the students, I always like to test myself as they work on their project. I kind of have to do a modeled project. So this is I've been working on my spare time. This is not all school time. I really don't have enough time at school to do this. I have a small box of supplies that I've been carrying around and working on this version. So yeah, pretty cool. Made of balsa wood, so it's not the hardest to carve. It's actually kind of delicate. You got to be pretty careful. A lot of this was done on the bandsaw. It starts out as like a triangular wedge, and then you trim off pieces from it. You put a CO2 cartridge in the back, and this thing will fire off down the track. I'm hoping it wheelies. It won't wheelie though because it has a string that goes underneath it, which I may have to trim out a small part in the front for that to work. But this is kind of a cool project. I have engineering twice, so I have 2 of these. This is the hot rod, and then at school I also have another one called the arrow, which is more aerodynamic. Depending on the student, sometimes depends on how much I work on it. This class, the student he doesn't need as much help. Well, he needs help, but he doesn't want as much help as my other student, which I do. I do much more intricate. I push the idea of function more and like aerodynamics. This one was just like, I'm gonna play while you do your own thing, and I just keep an eye on you and try to redirect as we go. I'm hoping he'll ask me more questions, but at this point he's still been a little bit he's been more. Also, it looks like you may need to put weights in it. It's not a derby car, so it's not supposed to like go down the slot track. It's supposed to be lightweight. It's supposed to actually be. This one's probably a little bit on the heavy. This one's probably gonna make weight. The other one I have is way too light. It's only 47 grams. This one I think is most of the balsa wood that actually came on the block. The blocks don't give you a whole lot of wiggle room to mess with. And this is really low spec. Really low spec. I ended up lowering the whole car by lifting the wheel, so this thing should sit like on the ground pretty much. Maybe the front will be raked a little bit, and I may have been able to put the wheel. I couldn't put the wheel higher because it can't be within the 5 millimeters of. That's about as high as it can go. I want to drop the back of this car super low, but I don't think it's gonna get there. Anyways, that's that. Let's yeah. So that needs a little bit of attention, but my main goal today is to finish my Photoshop project, which is right here. Let's go into Premiere. My desktop is a mess. My desktop is a mess. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So I did a quick. This is my thing about this. I don't know if I can finish this. I want to just be like done and check. And it should, that's all it should be. It should be that. So let's see. Let's watch it. See, I don't know if that does anything for it. It doesn't really. Too many things change in this scene for this to work. I think it's going to have to go back to the original idea where I just zoom in. Like the pan in isn't subtle enough. I should have done that. I should really. I should have I'm gonna do a quick render. Just get it functioning on the same level. My issue with this pan is that it doesn't look good and there's like a snippet in between. Should I trim it? Should I not? These are the dumb little questions that really shouldn't make any difference. I want to watch the whole thing though. Don't touch it. Just let it run. But I really didn't like that pan effect. I want a pan effect, but I need them to be slower. Chief looks like it's spelled weird. His name isn't even Chief Seattle. It's so here's the issue. There's no information about this lady, and I was gonna do a narrative, but the narrative is so dull. I mean, Princess Angeline. The information is so like stale. Let's see if we can find anything better about her. Wikipedia, DwamishTribe.org. Oh man. Kiki Soblu, the daughter of Chief Seattle, was a friend of early Seattle pioneers. One of the pioneer women, Catherine Maynard, thought Kiki Soblu should have a name that would let everyone know that she was the daughter of a great chief, so she renamed her Princess Angeline. Angeline sold baskets and did laundry to earn her own living. She lived a very simple life, but her new friends looked out for her. She lived a very simple life, but her new friends looked out for her. This essay was written by a student in the third and fourth grade who was studying Washington State history for all beginning readers who wanted to learn more about Washington. It is one set of an essay called History Link Elementary, all based on existing history. Are you telling me the only information I have about her is more pictures? Chief Seattle oldest daughter named Kiki Soblu. She became friends with many of Seattle's founding families. One of her friends was Catherine Maynard. She felt that Kiki Sobu should have a name. Okay, blah, same thing. Angelina lived in a small shack downtown. Angeline lived in a small shack on the downtown waterfront. Her new friends wanted to help life. Her new friends wanted to make her life more comfortable, but Angelina wanted to take care of herself. She washed her laundry so that she could earn her own. She washed her laundry so she could earn her own living. She also sold handmade baskets from her home. How many baskets can you sell? Maybe a lot. There are very few official birth records for early native people, but historians have estimated that Angelina was born around 1828. Photographs like photographers like to take pictures of her. They wanted the world to see what the Native Americans from this part of the United States look like. And she was the daughter of the chief for whom the city of Seattle was named. She was almost always shown wearing a red bandana, shawl, and several layers of clothing. Her image has been used on souvenirs and postcards for more than 100 years. The portrait of the Native Americans that the famous Northwest photographers Edward Curtis took in his studio was of Princess Angeline. When Angeline died in 1896, she was buried in Lakeview Cemetery next to her friend, pioneer Henry Yesler. Her coffin was built in the shape of a canoe. After many years had passed, Seattle school children raised money for a special stone for her grave marker. There is a plaque attached to the stone and that describes Angelina and her friendship with the early settlers to this region. There's a trailer about it. There's a song written for her. Duwamish cultural ambassador, drum, song, singer, dancer. Master flute player. There's very little information really surrounding much about. Could watch this at 7 minutes. Oh, this is public broadcasting. I wonder if this get trimmed.
Long before the Space Needle, Seattle had a human symbol that graced souvenir postcards, plates, stained glass windows, and silver teaspoons. It was someone who connected the changing city with its roots. She had a face lined with signs of a hard and determined life, but also dignity. It was a face many embraced. Her name was Kiki Sublu. Her father was Chief Seattle. Meet the woman who was dubbed Princess Angeline. She was the eldest daughter
Their picture is way better.
of Chief Seattle, the reluctant namesake of the city who did more than any other to make the city possible. Kiki Sublu was born near Pritchard Island on Lake Washington in what is now Rainier Beach. The year of her birth is unknown, but was probably in the early 19th century. She lived into her 70s or 80s. Pioneers remembered her in the early days as beautiful and full of spirit. Her in the early days, an early marriage did not work for her, so she
I'm trying to get rid of.
did not work for her, so she left it. She lived and worked in the budding settlement of Seattle and forged ties with many pioneer households. She did laundry for many of them. It was David Doc Maynard's wife, Catherine, who wanted to give her a name worthy of the inherited status of her father. Thus, she became known as Princess Angeline. She was a devout Catholic, like her father who'd converted. She could be seen on Seattle streets with her rosary. She walked around the growing town barefoot, often wearing calico dresses, large plaid shawls, with her head covered by brightly colored kerchiefs. She lived humbly at the foot of Pike Street in a shack amid a collection of shanties. That she lived in Seattle at all is a testament to her determination. The city had banned indigenous people from living within it and forcibly expelled and displaced many of them. Angeline did not want to leave her birthplace. In the latter years of her life, Angeline became an object of fascination. She was revered but also ridiculed. Young boys jeered her as the bent woman who walked the streets where she had once sat weaving baskets for sale. But she fought back, sometimes throwing rocks and clams at the harassing boys and complaining to police. She did not spare them her tongue. There was great interest in her story, her presence, and the high regard in which she was held by old Seattle's pioneers, like Henry Yesler, Arthur Denny, and Maynard.
This is put on by Cascade PBS.
Stories circulated that she'd helped save the town from the attack called the Battle of Seattle in 1856, but her role was more legend than fact. She was outspoken and stood up for herself, once lecturing local church women with eyes aflame, according to one witness, while pointing at a map to the domain that was once the Duwamishes and her father's, demanding this not be forgotten. Chief Seattle biographer David Berge told me that some consider Angeline the first protester. Age and poverty took their toll. At times, she was seen weeping in the street. Her health faltered. She relied on the goodwill of people, particularly old friends, for support. But she often is said to have refused outright charity. Wealthy Henry Yesler said Angeline was so generous that if you gave her $50, she would give it all away before night. Seattle was changing, growing, and urbanizing. In the 1890s, the survivors of Seattle's earliest days were starting to dwindle. Some whites referred to her as a living monument to the past. It was then that she attracted more attention from photographers. One was young Edward S. Curtis. He approached her and paid $1 apiece for 3 images. Her portrait and images of her clamming and gathering mussels were the first pictures he took for his epic work, recording North American indigenous peoples.
That's the picture I painted.
Her picture was spread on postcards and tchotchkes countless times. Northwest photography historian Tim Grayhaven says her image was Washington's first meme. Some booming cities chose to be represented by man-made structures like bridges or thrusting skylines, but Angeline's face was the face of the city. Frederica Nelson sold chinaware with her on it. Stained glass windows of her were crafted for the 1909 Alaska-Yukon Pacific Exposition. A woman mentalist, magician, and vaudeville performer said she could conjure her image on stage out of thin air. Some scoffed that someone who looked like Angeline could be a princess and found her ugly. A travel writer, in one of his less offensive observations, said her face had, quote, more wrinkles than a washboard. But a letter writer to the Post-Intelligencer in 1891 had a different view. I am an English woman, and as a loyal British subject, of course, admire and respect all real-life princesses. But permit me to state that I honestly feel more sympathy and admiration for poor Princess Angeline than for any royal princess of England. She died of consumption and old age in 1896 and was buried in a canoe-shaped coffin in Lakeview Cemetery, along with so many of the city's pioneers she knew. About Angeline's image, author Timothy Egan concluded, "To look at the face and not see humanity is to lack humanity." Cecile Hansen, chair of the Duwamish today, a people still fighting for tribal recognition, says the word she associates with Angeline is resilience. Like the Duwamish, she is still here. The Duwamish hold an annual Princess Angeline Tea fundraiser at their longhouse in West Seattle. Other contemporary tributes exist. An orca is honored with the name Angeline, and her offspring is named Kiki. Some have even proposed Angeline for sainthood. It is said that she haunts Pike Place Market today, built on the site of her home. In her father's famous speech, the chief warned that throngs of his people would Kiki Sublu reminds us of that truth.
Okay, fantastic. That was a lot. Kind of interesting though, right? Where do you get all the info? You gotta like find a book about a book inside something, and not get caught in the scroll. Okay. Anyways, so there's that. I guess like I really don't want to put up any like information. I could copy and paste and do like a scrolling thing, but you already got enough to look at, I feel. Let's run it one more time. Let's see if I need to trim anything. Do you like the middle piece? The piece that slows down? I want to get this done. I think what needs to happen, not so much that they don't. Hold on, sorry guys, I'm gonna. Okay, it's fine that they zoom in. It can't be very much though. I don't want it to be all that much. Like maybe 10%, right? So we're just always like moving a little, right? We're always like zooming in just slightly. I want to make it feel like we're like getting deeper into the painting, right? That's what we want to feel. Here we go. This is good. This is giving us some idea of like creating mood. So not too much zoom, just barely touching the zoom. I'm only doing a 13% zoom on everything. So maybe, okay, let's just try to do everything on that idea. I'm gonna put this just at 13%. And this one, let's delete this. And scale. Oh, oh. That's what I get for changing in between Mac and what? Oh, I see what's happening. That's fine. So that's where it needs to start. It needs to go up 13. 54 should be 67. So we're just like slowly. Oh, what happened there? I think there's like that little piece before I knock it, but I don't think that's doing it any good. And this, I think we should move it in, but we're going to move it. I don't know if I want to zoom it in that much. Maybe I want to position better. Sorry guys, I'm doing just quick editing. I know it's not the most enjoyable. That's a pretty harsh transition. Next time. Or why does that look so weird? I guess I bumped this too. Yeah, it's a little bit better. space. I think I'm gonna give this a little bit. I just want transition effect. I was gonna say it doesn't have enough information. Do I want it to be that smooth? Is that good? Or do I want it to like bow out and come back like a mid progress video? I think we could probably go in the whole way, but I don't know. Let's try to do, we can do 120. Oh, maybe. How's that turning? I just feel like it doesn't get black. It's better. Much smoother transition. It's just that like weird feeling of motion that'll give this so much better of a look. It's not even that much. Oh, sorry guys. Can't see anything. I was on the wrong camera. I must have hit that button. That's what I thought I spelled chief wrong. I couldn't. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's all right. Where is it? It's weird because when I went into autocorrect, it corrected it like back and forth. Even AI is confused these days. Okay, let me move up the thing so I can see it. Cannot see it. Cannot access it. Why are you glued to my thing? Then it auto corrected it back. Weird. All right. Um, I'm slow down in parts and fast in other parts is good. Yeah, you've disappeared. Black. Oh, I'm back. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes when I'm using hotkeys on my computer to like cut things, it'll switch my camera frames on OBS. Okay. I'm not quite done. I'm still just trying to like just give us a little image. I'm sorry it's so small right now. We will work on that. So I like these that are still. And this one just really like rips across the thing. I think it's like a little too much. Because we go from like slow. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it could go here. I think then this one should start in that bottom corner and work its way backwards. This is what I'm thinking. X controller. We start off with it here. Right. And we lock that in at the scale at 215 there. And then I think the issue with that is I need to go back so far. Cancel. Delete. Like if I wanted to go back to just standard setting, right? That's like how far? So this needs to start out in this position and scale, and this needs to move up. This should be the move to the 120 section. And we at least, because this is where we're like putting in all the color. Throw it to 125, I know, don't get dangerous. Because it's a long piece, let's see how fast that goes. Doesn't quite work. Oh, I wonder if I use this. I mean, I can fix it, right? I can run a dip to white over both of them. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, let's watch it one time full frame for you guys. Let's see how it goes. Here's my render. It'll just run smoother if I render it, especially with running OBS. I wrote more emails today. I don't like writing emails. This could all be smoother. Ugh. That end part's choppy. That end part's real choppy. This whole end part. You go across, there's no zoom there. No zoom there. Then we have this. How can we help that not feel so? Maybe have this be in zoom a little bit? No? Because look. Maybe I shouldn't. I should go before I move it. Wait, what are we looking at here? I like it, I just don't know why it's so rough. Boom. All the way across. Hit the end. Oh, okay. So for this one, end point is a little bit too far over, I think. I think we can keep, I think we could do less and right? As we zoom out, we want to get, I think I want to delete that frame. I want to bring this one in just because, right? Like I can take this frame, and what I would like to do is do a merge. So for the best I could, what did I change? What? Oh, good Lord. I don't know what I changed. Okay, so it would come out. Maybe what needs to happen here is that I need to still just need to stop there. That word looks better, right? So I come, it's so close. It looks like I can make this closer. No, it's so close it doesn't matter. Okay, so for this last piece here, I'm going to delete. What I wanted to do is I wanted to start. That's why the professionals use, they actually stagger these and they do it correctly. Since I'm a non-professional professional, okay, that's what I want to do. So I wanted to get it, it's pretty close. Yeah. I don't know, I can't tell. Yeah, I think it's good. So if we go, and what I want to do is I want to get it to, so I'm good here. Wait. And then I want to go here. I want to go back to, I almost want to do something cool, but I'm afraid to do it. Let's just go back to large scale. Yeah. And then we alpha lock this in. And then we dip to white like we're going into the light. It's going to reject that idea. Yeah, that's good, right? Cut, publish, print. The problem is I got to write some copyright for it. Yeah. I want these letters to be neater looking. Here's my real issue though with that's not what I want. I want something flowy. That's cool, but not what I want. Problem is my computer's quite far away, so it's hard for me to see these really tiny examples. That it? Wow. That's nice. Hurts the eyes though. It's not easy to read. I mean, it's fine, but oh, I like that better. Just the word looks a little bit better. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this one, really. Oh, the lettering. All right, one more quick run through. Let's see, make sure it runs good. I'm going to do a quick rendering. Oh, what? You're supposed to render. Okay. You think you're good enough to not render? I think that's good. Everything looks dialed and well done. Little professionalism. I'm going to have to do a school slideshow for all my seniors and get all this music. I don't know how that's going to work out. Okay, cool. Everything's done for this. I'm going to just do a file quick. I'm going to do an export media. We're going to send it. We should just send it to the encoder, but it's a short one, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do this save image as princess final. We always put final in there, but in reality, it probably will not be the final. We're going to put this in E drive. It is going to go into Princess Angeline, save it there. And we are going to export it at high quality, 30 frames a second. Let's see how it does. Now there's some blurry parts in the actual video. I want to see if that's quality from the iPhone. This is a new phone, and in theory, oh dear, it's having an issue right now. I'll stop refreshing this. Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna refresh it a million times until it puts something in there. Okay. One last quick watch as we end the night and see the fruits of our labor. Oh no. Where's the final? This happened the other day where I couldn't access it because it turned all the H back. So where did it save it? It should be here. Okay. Let's try this a different way. Let's go to Premiere, File, Export Media. We're going to export it because obviously it's not there. We're going to export it to the desktop. That's so weird. Princess Final. We're going to save it. Going to export. It's having an issue. Lame. S. Pellegrino. Not that not that great out of a plastic bottle. Let's not tell a lie. Let's see, did it save somewhere? Where is it? It just will not let me win today. I don't see it. Rocco, Hearts, Olivia's Chickens, Dogs, Dead Babies, Twitch. How am I having so much trouble exporting? Yeah, I see this, but oh man, this is really starting to annoy me. And I can't find it. Let's see, I'm gonna try to. There's this one. Why'd that one come up? And it came up with 2. Should look like this. Oh, there it is. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Um, cut, scene done. Trash all the footage. Give away the painting. That's it. That's all she wrote. I think the painting's gonna go tomorrow. Um, the student's father's coming in on the field trip, so I'm planning on giving it to them to see if they want it. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with it. I don't need to keep it. It's one of those things where it was just like a practice, which is a lot of art for most people's. Everyone's just doing art practice. Anyways, guys, it's been a long day. Hopefully, everyone's getting through their week. Happy Wednesday. We will see you back here on Friday night. I may be just as exhausted because we have an overnight field trip tomorrow to Great Wolf Lodge, which will be taking the kids swimming and riding slides and things like that. It's going to be a long day. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night. Peace.